hit some bombs today. We didn't hit a single one yesterday, even though we lost one guy, Jordan Alvarez. He didn't play. But here we go. Austin Riley, pictured there, plus 270. Pete Alonso, the Mets, plus 360. Bryce Harper, plus 450. Brandon Lowe, plus 550. And Big Paul Goldschmidt of the Yankees, plus 650. So, Brad, throw it over to you first, buddy. Who are you going with?
Well, Bryce seems like a good pick based on what my guy is thinking today, but we're not going to follow in his footsteps. We're going to go give me the home run king, the man who shows up every single year to be the home run champ at the All-Star break. Give me Peter, baby. Pete Alonso.
He's due. He's due. He's due. Absolutely, he's due. I'm going Bryce Harper. Look, I don't mind Austin Riley. I don't mind any of these guys. Like, you're going to see some really solid numbers. But look, here's the problem. Knock on wood. Like, now I'm overhyping it. And that's when Bryce Harper goes like 0-for-5, right? So I'll cool my temperament here, right? But yeah, I'm going to go Bryce Harper. Plus 450. KC3 Diggers were live in San Francisco last night. You're right, AB. Whatever were you guys giving up 8? I'm on Chapman and Yaz. Yeah, dude. They're gonna keep going. They're gonna keep going. Japan, AB, Bryce Harper for game 1. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Game 1. I believe that start because it was rained out. Now we've got a doubleheader today, and I believe game 1 is at 1 o'clock Eastern, somewhere 1:30 Eastern, somewhere around there. Check it. You get a lot of love here, man. Pete Alonso. Yeah, Mario feels it. Bailey's with it. Yep. Mosh is with it. 100%, man. 100%. I need Acuna minor league home run props. Yes. Yes. All right. Take a look at weather here first. 12:05 Central, Andrew White. Game 1 of the Cardinals and the Phillies. Brewers and the Guardians. Okay, so take a look here. Temperature, low 70s. Feels like mid 70s. Solid there for humidity. And you see why. Possible drizzle in the game. 10% chance. Wind blowing out. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. I don't know if these teams are going to hit, but this is actually a better hitting conditioned game than it might appear at first look. But then again, you got to get both teams doing it. Diamondbacks and the Giants. Day game today. 60 degrees. Feels like high 50s. No rain. Look at that wind picking up as it goes. Blowing straight out. Yeah. If it ain't broke, dude, don't fix it. Pirates and the Mets. Now, here's where wind comes into play. All right. Low 60s temperature. Feels like high 50s. Got rain. Decent chance of it. It'll trail off, but be careful. But look at this wind. 12.5 miles an hour. Blowing basically right to left. So, right-handed pull hitters. Pete Alonso.
Peter.
This is your day today. Yep, Brad. Yep. Yeah, just pay attention there. White Sox and the Reds. Okay, so the reason I included this is that when you first look at this, you say, well, this doesn't look great. The hell is this? This is better hitting weather than you think. All right, because what you have are mid-70s, but that feels like high 70s. Humidity all over the board. All right, because the precipitation chances, 12% and decreasing as the game goes. This is great hitting weather. Yes, the wind, it's not blowing out, but 3 miles an hour is nothing. Okay? Nothing. And for anybody that's new, the reason why we talk humidity, every 10% increase in humidity above 55% results in roughly an additional 10 to 15 feet of carry of the baseball. Look, I don't know if other shows use it, but it's real. Very real. This is a game that could be muggy as hell. Now, again, It's the White Sox and the Reds, right? But this game could feature some bombs. Just putting it out there. Most people probably won't talk about it or even look at this game. This one could have them. Nationals at the Braves. Muggy. High 70s. Humidity. Low 80s. Dude. Wind's not great, but it's not terrible by any means. Solid. A's and the Dodgers. Blowing out. All right. For lefties. Shohei. Freddie. All right. Now, mid 60s. Feels like low 60s. Solid. No rain. But can the Dodgers get it? Can they hit? Liddy said it best. I'd let the Dodgers give you some good reasons to bet them right now. Banged up. Odds are out of whack. Yep. Agreed. And that's the tough part about betting teams like the Dodgers, right? Like, you're going to pay a premium in betting juice and amped numbers because they're one of the best teams and it's the Dodgers, right? But if there were a day that the Dodgers could get it back, this could be it. And the A's clearly can hit too. Like, they have no issues hitting bombs. So, yeah, might have a solid one here. Might have a solid one. All right. Now, let's get into our information, Brad. Okay. Hitter versus pitcher historicals. I want you to look at the top of the screen there. Look at old Bryce Harper. 22 at bats, 11 hits, 6 home runs. Dude, in home runs alone, he's hitting 400. You could take the 4 singles and 5 doubles out of it. Or maybe it's more closer to 3, whatever. Bryce Harper is mashed off your boy. Okay. Brandon Lowe off Chris Bassett. 11 at bats, 5 hits, 3 home runs. Now, for Bryce Harper, Brandon Lowe, and Paul Goldschmidt, look at the walks. Okay. You see plate appearances, PA. You see at bats. All right. Walks don't count as at bats. So Harper's got 22 at bats, 27 plate appearances, has 5 walks. If you play any of these guys for home runs, you want a little insurance there, walk could be something. Keep going down the list. Pete Alonso. All right, now, only 1 hit off 9 at bats off Bailey Falter, but it was a home run. And you could see, I'm not going to read through the whole list, but yeah. Bryce Harper could have a shot. Could have a shot. And remember, go back to yesterday. You think this is good. Go back to Tuesday's show and look at the Phillies against Sonny Gray, who's pitching in game 2 tonight. It was way more than it is against your boy Eric here. I mean, literally the entire Phillies lineup had mashed on Sonny Gray, right? So, yeah, pay attention there. Yeah, we had Patrick Carmody. People talking about it. Dude, John is right. He's not been bad. That's the tough part. He's not been great, but it hadn't been what it normally was, right? Like, that's the difficult part. All right, so let's flip it. Let's invert it here. Manny Machado, 9 hits, 28 bats off Kyle Hendricks. Yeah, look at Sonny Gray here. You're going to see Sonny Gray's name start to pop off. All right, this is game 2. Trey Turner, 9 of 23. Alec Baum, 5 of 11. Nick Castellanos, 5 of 18. Keep going. Brandon Marsh, 3 of 3. All right. Brandon Marsh hit off both these pitchers, dude. You see a lot of Mets on here, too. Dude, I love game 1. Game 2 could have a ton of hits and runs, but we will see. All right, hitting streaks. Manny Machado did it again. 13 straight games. Cody Bellinger, 9 straight games of the hit. Alec Baum, 8 straight games. Jose Ramirez, he hit him a bomb yesterday, 8 straight games. Keep going down the list. Nico Horner. Fernando Tatis, Hit him a walk-off bomb. 7 straight games with a hit. Ryan Mountcastle, 7 straight games. Josh Naylor, Corey Seager, Brandon Nimmo. Yeah. Aaron Judge, 5 straight games, man. Here you go.